Help! Help! I'm here! Help! Much better. I suggest we leave quickly. You may have attracted some attention with your actions. I overheard them mention the ruins of Roskri. It's a tiny village, long abandoned. I suspect its people fled to the Horns of the South. But if you're thinking of ambushing the Crow, I beg you, don't. These are dangerous people, and I doubt a Crow would come alone. However, if we pretend you're the bandit supposed to deliver me... They didn't keep me in prison for nothing. I can defend myself. I just need my hands freed. I propose we meet near Roskri and deal with the Crow together. Thanks to you, I'm no longer their prisoner. But I fear for my brothers and sisters. If they don't get me, they'll just find 3 others like me, and the horror will continue. I cannot allow that. Excellent. We must remain vigilant. The children of Morrigan are formidable foes. Thanks to our union, Avalon will be a safer place. Oh, you're finally here. But our crows are not. I don't know what could have gone wrong. Maybe I misheard. Maybe I mixed up the names of the villagers. Oh no. They're here, aren't they? You won't get me. Over my dead body.
That can be arranged. However, it just so happens you're too valuable for us to simply kill you.
I'm not going with you. You won't take me alive.
Calm yourself, Vidar. You know exactly what you did, and why you'll cooperate with us willingly. Well done, Hatchling, for bringing Vidar to us. Your efforts will not go unnoticed. Oh? Perhaps you'd like to learn just who you're risking your neck for. Vidar probably spun you some tale of being a harmless Pict, a scholar of the weirdness, captured by cruel bandits? So Vidar's a scourge to his own people. He's been hunting his own kin for years. He's the one driving the Picts from the region. If you support him and let him go, you may as well start hunting them yourself. The 2 of you can enjoy your genocidal romance together. And meanwhile, Avalon will lose the only force capable of fighting the horrors of the weirdness. Frankly, it's quite reckless. A pity. Then let's see if the strength in your arms matches the sharpness of your mind.
Your money or your love?
Death is patient. We did well. Good to see you didn't fall for that snake's lies. Have you ever heard of whispers of shadow governments, of secret orders pulling strings? There's more truth to those than most would care to admit. They don't rule openly, no. They place their people in key positions, courts, military outposts, anywhere decisions are made. Not as commanders, but as the ones whispering in their ears. The trusted right hand, the loyal servant. They scheme, they influence, they guide the hand of power. And so, their own hands remain clean. There is. I was one of those they manipulated, and I paid the highest price. I was the head of the Hoyt family, one of the most respected among the Picts. One day, we took in a girl from another tribe. She seemed innocent, pure-hearted, or so we thought. She twisted my mind, drove me to the brink of madness. My house fell into paranoia. Brother turned against brother. By the time I learned she was a crow, sent to bring ruin to my family, it was too late. That's why I know what they are, and why they must be stopped. No one should suffer as my people did. I've made it my life's work to root them out. And I will. You've seen what they're capable of. That's why I ask, will you stand with me against the children of Morrigan? Or at the very least, will you stay out of my way? A wise choice. I have a lead on another crow spawn. Take him down, and we'll be one step closer. In the meantime, I'll keep hunting. Their reach is further than we can see, but mark my words, we'll root them out, no matter where they hide. Look for Rolf, a keeper of the South. Paranoid, erratic, always seeing plots where there are none. For once, he might not be wrong. I overheard something. Whispers that his brother once served as a fledgling among the children of Morrigan. That alone would make him a target for recruitment. And knowing them, they wouldn't ask twice. The children don't leave loose ends. If his brother served them, he's on their list, one way or another. And if they've turned him, he's a threat to more than just us. A keeper swayed by the children of Morrigan is a danger for both the Horns of the South and Camelot. He wouldn't just be a traitor, he'd be a foothold for them. A way inside. Looks unassuming, but don't be fooled. And make sure no one sees you taking him out. No need for extra complications. Good hunting.
Dewey. Funny, I was just thinking how people keep showing up uninvited. Watching, asking questions. Or maybe that's just a coincidence, right? Wait, what? Who told you that? Even if they did approach me, it's none of your business. I can take care of myself, thank you very much. You don't waste words, do you? Fine. But what's your tone? Yes, you're right. The children of Morrigan did approach me. And that got me thinking. I've always known we weren't the ones pulling the strings. I used to fear that. People called me paranoid. But now, knowing they exist. The jokes and the doubters. I was right all along. We are ruled from the shadows. So the only logical thing to do is join them. And since I just confided in you, you do realize I can't just let you leave, right?
Then it's done. I'd say we made the right choice getting rid of him. If he was innocent, the world lost a paranoid fool. If he wasn't, then you severed one of the children's threads before they could weave it into something worse. Right call or not, it was a necessary one. Not that I know of, but I wouldn't be surprised if one day we hear of another. Crows are like weird beasts. Cut off one head, and 3 more take its place. You've got a taste for it now, haven't you? I applaud your enthusiasm. As it happens, I've gathered some intel on a wannabe crow not far from here. A certain band of outlaws has an ambitious leader. The children of Morrigan are watching him, waiting for the right moment to make him a fledgling. If he rises, he'll be their weapon. So, we take him out before he earns his place. But this time, you won't be facing one man. You'll be facing all of them. There's an old Camelosian watchtower, abandoned long ago. They've made it their den. I'll mark it on your map. Take them out before their leader earns his place. Once he's a fledgling, it'll be too late.
Who goes there? You're no match for... We'll make short work.
Another blade snapped before it could be sharpened. Very good. The children of Morrigan lost a pawn today, and with him, a dozen more who would have spilled blood in their name. You've done Avalon a great service. Quanart, there's a prison guard there named Flown. He wears the colors of the city guard, keeps his head down, does his job. Harmless, right? That's what they want you to think. It's not uncommon for a crow to hide in plain sight, disguised as an ordinary man. A quiet hand, pulling strings when no one's looking. I need you to find out if he's one of them. If he is, we do what must be done. No, he won't. But the children of Morrigan have their ways. Quiet words, hidden signs. Listen carefully. They have a saying. May Morrigan's wings shield you from enemy eyes. It's not something outsiders would know. Say it to him. If he's one of them, you'll see it in his face before he even speaks. And then, well, you'll know what to do. Just as it should be. One cut, one kill. That's all it should take. Go to Connaught. Find Flan. Test him. If he answers in kind, you know what to do. Don't hesitate. If he's a crow, he's already watching. Already waiting. Beat him to it. After it's done, meet me in the abandoned village on the plains near Connaught. We'll go from there.
Hello there. It's nice to see a new face, especially from this side of the bars, if you know what I mean. So, you're looking for the children. That means one of two things. You want in, or you're in the way. Which is it? See, that's the wrong answer. If you knew the words, you wouldn't need to ask. Means someone's feeding them to you, using you to clear the board. And that ends with your death.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Then we move forward. A crow in a uniform is still a crow. No doubt he greased the right palms, whispered the right threats. You cut that short. But we're not done. The next one won't be so easy. This time, it's a nameless Dalariata, formerly of the Third tribe, now known as Wither, a mage. He's holed up in a cave near the swamps, no doubt twisting the weirdness to his advantage. The children aren't just killers, they're opportunists. If they've taken a liking to him, it means he's dangerous. And if we don't stop him, he'll be worse. Be careful. Steel alone won't save you against magic.
You're here to kill me. That much is clear. But tell me, before you lift your blade, before you cast your spell, have you ever wondered why? That, now that's interesting. Tell me, did he ever mention why he hunts us? Did he tell you what he's truly after? Or are you just his blade, cutting down his enemies without ever asking why? I know of him, more than he would ever admit. You think you're hunting the children of Morrigan, that he's guiding you toward justice? No, Vidar is more entangled with the children than you can possibly imagine. Tell me, have you ever wondered how he knows so much? Have you ever wondered why there's always another name, another place, another crow for you to cut down? Do you really believe he's only ever been the hunter? I don't need to lie. The truth is far more entertaining. Vidar tells you what you need to hear. He points you at targets, feeds you his war. But has he ever told you what started it? Or is it that story he keeps just out of reach? Maybe he fed you lies, just like the ones he hates so much. Maybe when this is over, you should ask him, if you live long enough to care.
Efficient. I respect that. Wither thought himself untouchable, twisting minds to suit his needs. You proved him wrong. One more stands in our way. If we're lucky, taking her out ends this. Women make the best predators and deceivers. Born knowing how to listen, how to vanish, how to strike when least expected. The children of Morrigan don't care for strength alone. They value shadows, whispers, secrets. And she's better at all three than most men I've killed. Underestimate her, and you won't live to regret it. She's a Pict, hiding in a cave in forlorn swords, far enough to be forgotten, close enough to still pull strings. Not just a fighter, but a master manipulator. No need for a blade, when words can turn others into weapons. And when persuasion fails, something worse takes its place. Summons. Creatures bound to her will, ready to tear apart anyone in the way. Be extra careful. Magic isn't the only danger. Doubt is too. If you're not certain why you're there, you won't survive it. Go prepared, or don't go at all. When it's done, meet me near the mountain. I believe we're at the end of the road. Soon, you'll claim the ultimate reward.
Let me guess. Vidar sent you. I was wondering when he'd finally get around to me. Always thorough, that one. I just hope you realize you're not fighting for Avalon. You're fighting for Vidar's version of it. Oh, is that how it works? Guess that makes things simple, doesn't it? One word from Vidar and I'm just another crow to cut down. But tell me something, how many of us have you killed already? How many names has Vidar whispered in your ear, sending you off like a well-trained hound? You're hunting the children of Morrigan, sure. But what happens when there are no more crows left? Think about it. Will Vidar finally rest? Or will he find another enemy for you to cut through? Believe what you want. If you're too blind to see the truth, that's not my problem. Let's just get this over with.
Welcome back, my child. You have served me well. Now that the stray crows have been plucked from our ranks, I am finally ready to make the ultimate sacrifice. The time has come. The children of Morrigan shall rise from the shadows and claim the throne of Avalon. All shall serve Morrigan, or perish. Blood for blood, my child. That is the law of Morrigan. With every crow you cut down, you strengthen me in her eyes. The rivals are gone, the false ones purged, and now there is only one step left. You and I must duel. Your blade against mine, your will against fate itself. And when I stand victorious, Morrigan shall be reborn, her strength fully restored. Avalon will kneel before her. The true ruler will rise, as always meant to be. And you will have the honor of being the final offering. Kill me, and you think you've won. You might scatter the children, break their ranks. But Morrigan, she is war, death, blood spilled upon the earth. As long as men fight, as long as they kill, as long as the rivers run red, Morrigan will endure. You cannot kill a god. You cannot silence the scream of battle or erase the hunger for power. The moment you believe you've won, she will rise again, in another form, through another hand. So go ahead, struggle, spill my blood if you must. But know this, every war, every blade drawn, Every last breath taken in defiance feeds her, and one day she will return.